Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode of True Seeker Nation. And I'm going to be your host today, True Seeker. Welcome back to another little beautiful day, beautiful spiritual vlog. Another beautiful day to be alive, ladies and gentlemen. Guys, today's little spiritual vlog is going to be about faith suppression. You know, guys, piggybacking off of some the topics I touched on in my previous videos, and about a lot of the distractions and even some of the wolves in sheep's clothing that can try and contribute to one's, or your belief in your faith, and will try to affect that. Believe it or not. And guys, it brings me great sorrow to say that. I'm only speaking from experience, though. But guys, this is why I come on here and tell you guys to stand firm and stay strong in what you believe in. You know what I mean? Heavenly Father looks after all of us, and that could be manifested in one's different beliefs, but it all comes back to the same thing. You know what I'm saying? I guarantee, whether you'll be disagreements in one's religion or whatever, but man, let me tell you something, man. It's all about that, giving that hope, man, and spitting the good positivity, trying to do our part, and spreading, the gospel and, the good news, man, because, you sit and meditate and seek deep within your spirit, you're going to find something that's really interesting, A lot of times, guys, that's the whole thing about prayer, man, I've know individuals who prayer has affected and seen their lives. A lot of times people talk about, there's a lot of things about, faith not by sight, right? But, there are things that Mother Nature, can give you too as a sign. Guys, that's very simple. If you believe in Heavenly Father, right? And you read the Holy Scriptures, it's stated that, Heavenly Father has created this earth. Heavenly Father has created this plane for us, this earth, okay? For us to inhabit, for man to inhabit. And, it's almost kind of like how somebody will make a video game and, they make the video game and they know some little hacks that maybe one that plays their game doesn't know about, because that's the designer of that game. So they know things that you may not. So that's kind of how I see it. And it's kind of the same thing where Heavenly Father, wherever He created the earth. Well, He's a designer. Designed the earth in 7 days. Well, designer. Well, maybe there's some things the designer knows that the ones that's in the game here on earth that was created for man to inhabit don't know about. So maybe just, that's why I come on here, guys, to always keep your mind open, man, because, one is not the only one manipulating the game, you know what I mean? And Heavenly Father, see, there's a lot of things at play, man. This is why, there's reasons why, I'm not going to get into the, guys, I'm not going to get into the reason why Lucifer's the god of the world, okay? We just know we on our journey, okay? I don't know everything. Okay, nobody knows everything, all right? But the thing is that there is always view as like a bucket of knowledge where, like, you're always going to be experiencing new things even within your field, you know, I mean, if you've been doing something for like 15, 20 years, and you can think somebody can come out of nowhere and be like, damn, I didn't even know that, and I've been doing it and sitting in this field for 15, 20 years, and I didn't learn something new from this other individual that's been in the field maybe longer or maybe even not as long. Guys, you know what I'm saying? Keep your mind open, man. A lot of times, bullshit, you know, I know it's hard, man. It's easier said than done. A lot of times jealousy creep in. A lot of times all of these, you know, emotions and stuff creep in, you know. But, you know, we're all not perfect, man, you know. We get mad, you know. We get angry. We get sad, you know. Look at the example of, Yeshua in the Bible. You know what I'm saying? Yeshua gets mad. You know what I'm saying? Yeshua is, you know, this whole idea of suppressing emotions and not supposed to feel anything, that's bullshit. You know what I mean? But it's all about just having control over it, man. You know, you're angry, you vent it in a healthy way. You know what I'm saying? You don't do it in a professional, you know what I'm saying? You know how to vent it, okay? And everybody has their own ways of venting it, okay? But you know what? It's all about, the Bible also speaks of not, you know, sinning while angry. And, you know, it's a lot of those things, guys, where, see, that's why it's talked about in one of my videos, where anger can lead to a really destructive path, man. And it can actually lead to a hellish experience on earth, such as getting locked in prison. Because there's been so many times where guys, you know, they get mad and then they want to prove something to somebody, and then they go and they try to catch a body and then they get locked up, okay? See, this is the thing, man, and I'm only speaking because this is somebody else that spoke on what their experience was. You know, I watch a lot of Big Hurts videos, and those individuals of prison, their experiences, you know what I mean? And it's nothing to fuck with, man. You know, I don't want to go to prison. Nobody wants to go to prison. Nobody should want to go to prison, man. And see, that's what I would say is a prison could be a hellish experience, man. You know, especially with, you know, I've seen some of the shit that people go through in there, man. You know, so that's just one example, though, guys. You know, anger. If you know how to do it, guys, and you sit in meditation and prayer, I know it's hard, but sometimes you can use that anger to just transform things and do so much good for your life, and actually use it to your benefit. You know what I mean? Use it to grant you strength. Use it to grant you strength to push forward. You know, use it to grant you strength to, you know, and somebody, you know, something pissed you off today. All right, don't take it out on nobody else. Just fucking get mad and just, all right, let's go work out or something and just lift some heavy ass shit, you know. Take the anger out on that. You know what I mean? And go out and, you know, you want to box or something and hit something, you do that. You know what I mean? You vent your anger in healthy ways. You know what I mean? And then on top of that, in the midst of you fucking lifting the heavy ass weights and shit, or you biking or doing whatever, man, you're gonna be leveling up and fucking leveling up your body at the same time while you venting anger. You know what I mean? So it's a really good thing, man. It's awesome. You know, that's how I try to see it, man. I know it's not always, you know, as simple as that, but you know, you just keep pushing forward, man. You know, I like reading the Holy Scriptures. It grants an absorbent amount of positivity and confidence and glow for one's soul, because what happens is that you start resonating with the Scriptures, man. And you know, a lot of times people, they think you're crazy or whatever, man. You know, look, man, not everybody's gonna agree. You know, you think you're crazy, whatever, you know. But you know, a lot of times people in history, it's called crazy for just because somebody talking about stuff that's not used to, like, being put forth out in this world full of deceit and lies. You see what I mean? So, guys, that's all, man. I mean, I want to come on here. I want to be positive with you guys. You know, I'm going to do my one video. You know, there are so many things I want to get into, guys. I mean, I'm not in no rush, though, man. I come on here, we just enjoy ourselves. Good day at work, and you know, just good day in general, and you know, keeping the positivity glowing. So, you know, guys, I like to come on here and just encourage, you know, guys, you know, you want to read a couple of scriptures in the Bible, you want to do that, that's great, man. Absolutely do that. You know, my advice to you is prayer over those scriptures, man. You know, prayer is powerful, man. So, you know, hang in there, keep going strong. And this is gonna be Truth Seekers video for today, guys. You know, don't matter what happens, though, man. You know, it may seem it may seem so low. Oh my God, Father, why is this happening? Don't give up. Do not give up. You see what I'm saying? Because those types of things, you don't give up, man. Your faithfulness is gonna glow up. You see what I'm saying? Because heaven is smiling down upon you. You know what I mean? Because they're watching. You know. And see, that's the thing, man. Love being a positive, individual. Try to, talk about my experiences with God. You know what I mean? But guys, that's going to be all for today. I love y'all so much. You guys take care. And this is going to be Truth Seeker Nation. Signing out. I'll probably piggyback off of this. More face suppression, or attempts to cause spiritual deaths and all this other kind of stuff. So, guys, it's all part of the grand design of Lucifer not wanting information to get out and not wanting, that's what it is deep at the end of the day. The Bible speaks of that, guys. You gotta stay vigilant. You see what I mean? You gotta stay vigilant of the devil, man. Okay? So, guys, I'm just keeping it real and raw, man. I'm not gonna mince any words, So, guys, you take care. This is gonna be True Seeker Nation signing out, and you guys have a beautiful day. Stay positive. Look up at the beautiful blue sky. Thank Heavenly Father for another beautifully, divinely blessed day, and keep rocking and rolling. So, thank you, guys. You guys take care, and I love you. This is True Seeker Nation signing out. Take care. Bye-bye.